Hey, and welcome back. I'm Will, and today we're going to be installing the Windows Subsystem for Linux, or WSL, on Windows 11. Now, why do we want Linux on our Windows? The answer is, well, Windows command line is really just not up to the task of modern DevOps and development. It's perfectly fine for Windows-based, but the web and many other embedded platforms are Linux or Unix-based systems, okay? So that's where WSL comes in. It gives us Linux and Unix tooling on our Windows system with just a few clicks of a button. Microsoft develops this. It was first released in 2016 as WSL 1, and now there are two versions, WSL 1 and 2. 2 uses like a virtual machine, and 1 actually is this really neat thing where it's like inside the NT kernel. It's a bit more complicated, but I believe WSL2 gets more love and attention these days, and we'll only be looking at that. I don't really recommend using WSL1 anymore. So let's get started by installing Ubuntu 24.04 on our Windows 11 virtual machine. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Windows 11 VM. So now we gotta enable WSL. So how do we start doing that? Well, first things first, we need to go over to our Start menu and go to Windows Features and add optional features. And then you're gonna wanna click on More Windows Features. So you scroll down, click on that, and you wanna enable exactly two things here. You want to enable the virtual machine platform, and you want to enable the Windows Subsystem for Linux. So you just click that, press OK. This takes just a few seconds, and then it will ask to restart. Okay, so that's all good. Now we just restart, and it will configure the features. Okay, so we've enabled WSL and we set up the virtual machine platform, but we're still not done. We need to install the Linux kernel onto our machine, so we can get that from Microsoft. So I'm going to put a link in the YouTube description, but I have a shortcut. So you go to this page and you click on the WSL Linux kernel update package, download that. And then you just want to install this MSI file. Again, there'll be a link in the description below. Just do next, let it do its thing. Yes, we want to. Okay, so the installation is finished. Now we're going to want to reboot our machine. Okay, so the machines are booted again, and now we're ready to install a Linux distribution. We're going to go with Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. This is the long-term support version, meaning it will keep getting software and security updates for an extended period of time, and this one just came out a few months ago. So you want to go to the Microsoft Store here, and then you're going to want to install Ubuntu. So you just do Ubuntu 24.04 and then click on that LTS. And the download is about 350 meg, I think. So we'll just get that. Let's see how close I was on that. Pending, acquiring, and it's downloading. Doesn't say how big yet, but it's going to take a couple of minutes. So I'm going to step away and come back. Okay, it's finished downloading and we can try and open it for the first time. So just click open. And here we go. Yep, everything looks good so far. And we'll just sit back and wait for it to finish installing. Hey, Feature Will here. I just wanted to mention there's a chance that you'll get an error that says please enable virtual machine platform Windows feature and ensure virtualization is enabled in the BIOS. Now, we enabled the feature. So if you do see this, there is a chance that virtualization isn't enabled in your BIOS. That depends on your computer manufacturer. I was using virtual machines. I actually really had a hard time with that. VirtualBox doesn't work with Hyper-V correctly, and Proxmox needed a lot of help. But I eventually got it working. If you have questions, feel free to leave them in the chat, but it's really specific to what environment you're running on. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Okay. Back to the rest of the video. So now we're being prompted to create our Unix user account. So this can be whatever you want. I'm going to use the same that I'm using for my system account. And we're going to enter a password. Type it again. And here we are. We're in a fresh Ubuntu shell. How about that? So now we're just going to go in and take a look at some of the very basics of Ubuntu, install a few packages, and then we'll go over that more in another video. But there you have it. Ubuntu is installed. Okay, so we're in Bash now, and we can go ahead and start typing commands. Bash is our Linux shell. It's our command interpreter. This is where we can type commands and interact with the operating system. So to go over some quick basics, I'm going to show you how to install packages with the apt package manager. So you can update packages by doing sudo, that stands for super user do, apt get update. Update refreshes the package list, and then we can do and, which means also do this command after the first command, apt sudo apt get upgrade. When we do this, it will upgrade all installed packages. Hopefully we have a fully upgraded install, but not sure yet. So we'll do that now. Enter our password. And it just runs some checks and it fetches all the packages. Okay, we actually do have a few software updates. So we're just going to press yes to install them. Okay, so the updates have finished. And now let's install a few more packages. Very similar to the update, we can do sudo apt get install. And now this will let us install packages. And then we can do cowsay and fortune mod. Now it's going to ask us, yes, do we want to install these packages? And yes, we do. So we just type Y and there we go. And it's going to get the packages. So cowsay makes little pictures of cows, and fortune mod, it's this old fortune package, but the package name has changed, and I believe the command's still fortune, so we'll try that, and I'll show you how that works. So we are going to type fortune, and we're going to use a pipe. A pipe sends a command from fortune into another command, and we're going to send it to the cowsay command, which should make a cow give us a fortune, and hopefully it's a good one. And let's see. Never laugh at live dragons. Bilbo Baggins. J.R.R. Tolkien, The Hobbit. Okay, thanks, cow. Anyway, that is some quick bash basics. And if you want to close WSL, you just close the window, and if we want to open it again, you can just go to Ubuntu right here and open up a fresh section. So that pretty much covers the installation of WSL. I'm going to go in some further bash basics. Those will be good for Linux and Mac. And we'll go through, set up an AWS environment, and yeah, the sky's the limit. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hey all, thanks for watching all the way to the end. Here's a few more videos that you might like. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe. And if you love my content, consider donating to my Ko-fi. There's a link to that in the description below. See you next time. Bye!